Okay. Good morning. Here we are. I'm in a rather strange coffee shop today. It's strange for a couple of reasons. Good morning, good morning. Sawadi ton chao. Sabadi my cup. This place is strange for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's very minimalistic. It's just some steel tables, steel chairs, and that's about it. Second of all, their coffee is very, very good. But that's all they have. They don't have any food. There's no food at all here. And I said, do you have croissant or anything? He said, no, you have to go down there. There's a place right down the street. You can go there. We work with them. And I'm like, I don't want to go out of, good morning, Mr. Dowlow. I don't want to go out of the coffee shop to have to go get food, to come back in. I guess if I knew that beforehand, which now I know it, and I was coming back here, I could go and get the croissant and come in here. But I don't really want to do that. I like the all-in-one approach. So that's something that's a bit strange. Like I said, it's minimalistic. You can see here, it's just steel tables, steel chairs. And they don't have, they have quite a few coffees. And that's about it. They don't have, there's nothing else. They do serve you with a little soda water. Okay, great. And like I said, the coffee is good. So that's really good. However, I came to this place, I've never heard of this place. Never come across it online. Never seen it, never heard of it. It's been in business for 7 years. Never seen it online. I just found it yesterday. First time in 7 years that I've seen it. Never ever heard of it. It's on Sukhumvit Soi 19, which is a pretty good location if you're staying in the Sukhumvit area. It's a pretty good location for me because I just jump on the boat, get off on Nanachat at the Nanachat Pier, which cost me 20 baht, and then take a motorbike from there to here, this is Soi 19. You just cut over and come up. It's only 5 minutes, 3 minutes by motorbike. So it's very easy to get here. So it's a good location. The value is not here. I have an espresso, right? 120 baht. Good morning, good morning. 120 baht for an espresso. It's more expensive than Starbucks. I'm getting a dirty coffee, which they call a dirty Patagonia, which I don't know why they call it a dirty Patagonia. I don't know why they call it WWA Portal. I have no idea. And I don't think this guy knows. But he did tell me they've been in business for 7 years. And the dirty coffee, normally the dirty coffee is 120, 130, maybe on the high side 150 baht. And I saw an old website, or maybe it was an old photo I think in Facebook or in Instagram from this place, and the dirty was 130 baht. I was like, oh, okay. And the espresso was 100 baht. Now the espresso is 120. The dirty coffee is 175 baht. So like I said, the value, it's not really there. And I'd really, just like the other place, I really wanted to like this place. I thought, oh, it looks very cool. And they've got all these pictures of chicks. And I'm like, okay, great. They got pictures of chicks. There's no chicks working here. There's one guy. That's it. And you know, it's not his fault. But they have chicks. I mean, they have on their Instagram, they have a couple of chicks making out in the rain. And I'm like, wow, this looks cool. Hey Carlos, how you doing? I thought, oh, this looks really cool. You know, chicks making out. There's, you know, 5, 6 chicks in their photos. They've got them all like, they're turned this way, then they're turned this way, then they're turned this way. And I thought, okay, great. Maybe it's that kind of a place. It's a sexy place. It's not. And I like I said, I just like the other place, that place on the river. I really wanted to. I came here. I thought, wow, it looks really cool. I really want to like it. But would I come back? No, I wouldn't. If I was in the area and in a pinch, I would come here for sure. The coffee is good. But would I come back? No, I wouldn't. I would not come back here. And the reason is because, first of all, the value's not here. I mean, the coffee's good, but it's not great. I could go to Sarni's and at the same price or cheaper, get better coffee and have a better atmosphere and have food, which this place has no food. It's just coffee. How it stayed in business for 7 years, I have no idea. I don't really know. I've been here for about an hour, and I've seen 2 people here. But the guy says at 2 o'clock it gets really busy. Okay, I'm not going to be here at 2 o'clock, which is great. So, you know, all in all, this place is okay. Good coffee. Better than, say, you know, Cafe Amazon or any of that kind of stuff. It's good coffee. And if you don't mind parting with a few bucks, you know, then that's fine. But all in all, I did a quick check, and I have 86 coffee shops on my list right now, and this one is tied for number 64. So that tells you where it is. And the reason is because the food ranking, there is no food. So if there is no food, I can't give it a rank. I can't give it a 5 or a 4. I can't give it a high ranking. And the value is not there. It's below average. So it gets a 2 on the value. Oh, it's much better coffee than everyday coffee. Everyday coffee is, I think out of 86, it's like 84, maybe 85. It's one of the it's one of the worst coffee shops that you'll find. But that's neither here nor there, you know. They have coffee for all kinds of people. And, you know, now, he's making my dirty Patagonia right now, which I'm anxious to see because I want to know how good it is. Because somebody said it was the bomb. In one of the reviews I saw, oh, that dirty Patagonia is the bomb. And it does say next to it on their menu, in Thailand, it's number 1. Now, number 1 ranking. And I'm thinking, who ranked it? Yes, however, the value is not better. The value as a whole is not better. You can go 7-Eleven for 35 baht and get a great coffee, you know. Couple.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, I will say this. I gave the service a 4. There's 2 guys working here. They got all these chicks shown in the photos, and they got 2 guys working here. McDonald's is at the bottom of the list. I'm sorry. He just gave me the dirty. He gave me the dirty Patagonia, the dirty coffee. He just gave it to me. And I'm going to taste it in a second. But what I will say is the service, I gave a 4 out of 5. You know, 5 is like fantastic. They go out of their way for you, you know. But I gave him a 4 because it's better than average, and he did bring me the coffee. So instead of me having to get up and go over there, like in some places, like down at the river, what was the name of that place? Ong Siang Kong, where I had to go and get my own water, and they had to, you know, do everything. Coffee catfish. All right, here it is right here. Here's my dirty. I want to see how it tastes. How can I be nice? It's supposed to be very, very cold milk with espresso that, because of the temperature of the milk, because of how it's made, the coffee stays on top of the milk and then starts filtering down towards the bottom, as you can see. However, this milk is not cold. It's lukewarm. It feels cold to the touch. And it's a little sour. Not good. I mean, it's sour to the point where the milk almost tastes bad. And again, I'd really love to say this is fantastic, but I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I just don't, it's just not good. Okay. If it was great, I would tell you. Excuse me? Maybe. I want to know what your coffee's like. Is it good? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, the espresso was good. This is... Yeah, I'm live right now. It's okay. I can deal with it. He just had his coffee, he said it was good. So, great. I mean, my espresso was very good, but it's lacking. So, anyway, enough about the coffee. Right now, the dollar is at a fantastic 37.07. It was at 37.09 at one point in the middle of the night yesterday. I woke up and looked at my phone. It was 37.09. It's 37.07 now, so it is above 37, and that's fantastic, especially because I just transferred some money, so I get more money for the same amount of dollars. Air quality is unhealthy for sensitive individuals. It's 116. It is 91 degrees out, high of 91, low of 85, and the temperature right now, the feel-like temperature, is 102. 9 in the morning, it's 102. Brutal. And today, 69% humidity. Today, the air conditioning company is coming to install an air conditioner up in Alex's room, which he'll be happy about. However, we've already told him, you can use it, but you gotta be smart about how you use it. Don't run the thing 24/7 because our bill is already over $200 a month, our electric bill. And but he'll be happy to have that because he gets to work there. He's at work right now. When he comes home, he works at home for 3 or 4 days out of the week. So he has an air conditioner, and that's good. But these air conditioners are not cheap. I mean, really, they're like $800, $750 for an air conditioner. We bought one last month, and now we have another one. So that's $1,500 on air conditioners because it's so hot. It's brutally hot, and it won't be hot like this forever. but it's gonna be hot. Had an elephant drop by this morning and give it the water hose, and she just drank for a while. Yeah, they drink a lot, man. They eat and drink a lot, but I mean, you know, they're huge. Like I said, my wife's brother had an elephant, and it was a working elephant. It used to clear the forest, and then it died. I don't know what it died from, but I think it was like 50 years old, 60 years old, and it just died for some reason. I don't know what happened. But he would bring it by every once in a while when we were down there, and the kids saw him when they were little, and you know, oh my God, it's an elephant. You know, and me, I'm thinking, I hope this thing doesn't go on a rampage. I hope he doesn't get pissed off. So it was pretty interesting. I like them. I'd actually like to go. One place that I thought about checking out in the next couple of months is Prachuap again. I've been there before, but Prachuap Khiri Khan, they have a forest there that has wild elephants. And I thought about going and, you know, spending the night and trying to photograph them and see them in the wild. You know, because you don't, I mean, listen, when I first got here, they used to march elephants through the streets of Bangkok. And then they made it illegal to do that. People used to, the mahouts used to come through, and you could give it 20 baht, feed it bananas, sugar cane, whatever. You know, that's kind of what they did. So, anyway, today, right now, like I said, I'm on Sukhumvit Soi 19. And I'm gonna take a little walk, probably down towards Nana. Yeah. They don't, you know, I've seen one or two elephants in Bangkok in like the last 15 years. And it was just, you know, it was unusual because I don't know if they were passing through or they had, I don't know what they were doing. But that's all I've seen. I mean, it's not like it used to be. It used to be, I remember being on, what was it, Sukhumvit Soi 9. And you're standing there and this huge elephant comes walking by. And you know, there's people everywhere. This thing is massive, and it just walks by, and you know, I'm like, I gotta get out of the way. But it's a huge elephant. You're walking. There's people walking around you, and you're just looking at this thing, going, "Oh my God!" And you know, the mahout was like, 20 baht, 20 baht, 20 baht. You know, and the elephant's grabbing everything he can because he's hungry. I mean, elephants want to eat. They're always eating. That's what they do. They eat. And they poo. They're good at those things. So, and they're very smart. So, you know, they're not really, and that's another thing is that, you know, like I've seen these things where, oh, you can go to this sanctuary, you can go to this place, you can do this, you can do that. And I'm just not, I don't want to ride an elephant. I don't want to, I don't really want to do any of that stuff. There's no reason for it. You know, it's just like, I saw a show yesterday. Good morning, Andy. I saw a show yesterday. It's from 8-9 years ago. And it was talking about people who, spaceship, no. This is the minimalistic WWA Portal. And if you see the thumbnail, there should be 3 women on there, which they, you know, they show on their Instagram and in their Facebook. But there's no women here. They're all men, which kind of irks me. You're going to show a bunch of pretty women. It's like, oh, all the pretty women, they come in, we'll photograph them. That's not what they did. They hired some women to come in and they photographed them. Then they put them up. And, you know, like I saw them and I went, all right, well, maybe this place is okay. And it's it's okay. That's what I'll say. I don't want to speak poorly of the place because the coffee's very good for the most part, except my dirty. I don't know that it would be considered the bomb because like I said, the milk is kind of sour. Yeah, I don't know. I don't consider it to be the bomb. Anyway, so we're here on Sukhumvit Soi 19. I'm gonna walk in a few minutes, a little bit. I'm gonna walk and go down towards Nana, just walk around a little bit. And, you know, there you go. So she's speaking English. The last guy spoke English. The other guy was a foreigner. So everybody who's come in here so far has been a foreigner. And I will say, 2/4 Korean, this place is as much or more than Sarni's, which is surprising. It's not worth it. I don't care about the consistency of elephant poo. Now, if we're talking about drinking coffee that came out of, with coffee beans that came out of an elephant's ass, that's a different story. And I don't know why, but I don't think they're selling it anymore. They're not up there. That place, it didn't kick off. People were not going after the elephant poo coffee as much as some of the other coffee that comes out of an animal's ass. I don't know that it's possible to get it anymore. Like it used to be, you could get a cup of it for about 1,000 baht. And I wanted to do it, but I waited. And now I don't know if it's possible anymore. I haven't seen it. And, there's elephant poo coffee, there's civet coffee, there's weasel, they call it weasel coffee. There's all kinds of coffee. And I like to just stick to the basics. I mean, yeah, granted, I'll have a civet coffee or a weasel coffee or whatever. I'll do it just to try it. But generally, I just like a regular espresso, a cappuccino, maybe a latte once in a while, and that's it. And you can see, look at this. I'm not exactly drinking at full speed just because it's not that good. Really surprising to me how warm the milk was. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna walk down. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna walk. Let me think here. One thing that I wanted to do was I was gonna stop by Ploy's coffee shop before the stream started, before I had my camera out, and I just forgot about it. I didn't go there, so whatever. This is on Sukhumvit Soi 19. Oh, and by the way, well, that shows you what you know. You obviously know very little about Thai culture. And everybody says falang. It's not falang. That's not how you say it. It's a rarua, which is an R. It's not an L. It's lazy Thai, and Thais that speak the language poorly that use that L. So, I hate to tell you that. I think he's just trying to stir up a little trouble. Yeah, I had weasel coffee in Bali, and the weasel was laying right there next to where I had my coffee, and it's a gimmick. To me, it's a gimmick. The coffee, you know, the return on your investment does not go up dramatically because the animal crapped out coffee beans and they're that much better. It's not like you're having Weasel coffee and it's like 3 times as good. It's not. It may be a bit smoother. Some may think the coffee tastes better, but all in all, and you know, it wasn't that expensive there. And I've been in Vietnam and had, you know, Civet coffee. I've had all kinds of different coffees. That's a thing. And you know, it's not because I love coffee so much and I just really want to try every coffee and go, I'm so interested. That's not why it is. It's just over time I've built up this library of places that I've been to and tried coffee. And you know, this is another one. Well, they sell it by, sometimes they sell it by the kilo and it can be very expensive, but they, you know, there's, I don't even know that it came out of the weasel's ass, the stuff that they're selling. You don't even know, you know, hard to tell. So, but this is this place is, it's right down the street. I gotta tell you, last night, my wife had to go out to a dinner meeting, and she came home with some steak, and you know where it was from? 2/4 Korean. El Gaucho. It was from El Gaucho, and that steak was so good. You know, she brought me, you know, like it's a steak, I guess. She brought me a steak, but it was all sliced up. And it had a couple pieces of it. And it was so good. Now when I go home, it's waiting for me in the refrigerator. I'm just gonna heat it up and eat it, and it'll be tasty. You cannot beat that El Gaucho steak. It's very, very good. It's the best steak I've had in, maybe, I don't know, maybe the one in the Marriott, the New York Steakhouse. Maybe that was better, but it's been so long, I don't remember. It's been so long since I've been there. That's pretty good. See, and this is the other thing. They're all, these guys, I hate to say it, they're all looking at their phones, they're all listening to this music, and, you know, I understand that, you know, if you need help, they're gonna help you and everything, I know that. And this is Thailand, things are done differently here. You know, but I would say, if I have a coffee shop, I would be like, hey, listen, you don't use your phones here while you're on work time. You don't use your own phones. No personal calls allowed. In the United States, you're not allowed to make personal calls most of the time. I mean, granted, if you have to do something, if you're somebody who's sitting at a desk, you might be doing that. But you're not making personal phone call after personal phone call, telling people what a great time you had at the club last night. You know, so anyway, I'm slightly underwhelmed with this place, which is a bit of a bummer. Which is why I need to get out of here. I really love the pork neck cooked on the charcoal barbecue. Yeah, it's good. It's good, it's good, all right, it's good, you know. And we could go over this. And like I said, after 29 years of eating Thai food, I have to be in the mood for it. And like I said, the one, I saw this video and this girl was like, oh God, we've been here a year and I'm really getting tired of the Thai food. And I just thought, if you were here 20 years or 30 years, honey, you'd be tired of it. That's why you gotta mix it up. That's why you gotta have, a steak from El Gaucho. You've gotta go to Schmegnalos once in a while, or Burger King is better. You gotta have French food. You gotta have Italian food. You gotta do, that's what you have to do. Those are very good. I always like shrimp. And we have Bangkok Market. We can go and for like 100 baht get a huge amount of shrimps. And then we put them outside. What we do is we get the wood, coals, and then throw them underneath and light them on fire and put the shrimp on top on a grill, like a little mesh thing, and they cook up and they're very nice. That's what we do, is we have a little grill outside. So, anyway, oh God. Gotta get out of here, but it's so hot. I'm not like in a hurry. And I don't really want to leave this sitting here. I don't want to leave the dirty coffee sitting here, but it's just really, what I'll say is, I don't think I've ever had a dirty coffee that was with milk that was kind of sour and where the milk was lukewarm. I don't think I've ever had a dirty coffee like this. And for them to say it's number one, and I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Number one in Thailand. Well, that's like me saying, oh, I'm the best in Thailand. You're the best at what? And who's giving you that ranking? Oh, I'm giving myself the ranking. I'm the best. It's kind of the same thing. It's not like, awarded top barista by so-and-so. That's not what it says. Anyway. All right, first Thai oh, she works here. She works here, and this is not what the girls look like in their Instagram. Me and Jono told the owner of that place we ate at a patio with Jack to serve burnt ends once a week when he makes enough brisket. The corners were, I don't know what you're saying. I talked to Jono yesterday. Always nice having a chat with him. It's hard to stomach this, really. And what surprises me is that the double espresso was very good. I'm from Florida. All I remember is some of the food from Florida. Dolphin, mahi-mahi, key lime pie, Tortuga Bay rum cake that comes from Jamaica, conch fritters. That's what I remember. Grouper, snapper. I remember that kind of food. Other than that, I don't understand how some of you guys don't understand that. Like, to me, I just don't think about that stuff anymore. It's not like I've been here for 6 months or a year. You know, oh, you have a boss? What's her name? um, you know, it just, you know, my mother told me the other day, she said, did you hear what happened? And it was something like the bridge got knocked down or something. In like, I don't know if it was Baltimore or wherever it was. And, you know, see you later, bud. And I was like, well, that doesn't really bother me. She's like, what do you mean? She goes, that affects the whole world. Hasn't affected me one bit. Not that I don't understand what she's saying, I do. I understand it could affect me, or maybe it affects me and I don't even know it, but it doesn't affect me so far. Thank you, Damo. You're a good guy. Oh, let me see if I can hit this. Ah, man, it's hard to like. Here we go. I put the little thing there. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Choke D to you, Mr. Dallo. I hope your boss makes it worth your while. You know, but listen, after you've been married for a while, you know, you just don't do things, or you do things just to make things easier. You know, she wants you to go here and you go, oh yeah, all right, I'll go. And you don't really want to go, but you know that, you know, if you don't go, you're gonna get a hard time. Yeah, I know, it was about a month ago, but I'm just saying, she'll tell me things like that and I go, I don't care. You know, it's like, oh, what about what Trump said? What about what Biden said? Don't care. I don't care. I don't live there. I'm not going to live there. And it doesn't matter. If you had not been living in the United States for 30 years, I don't think it would matter to you either. The United States is not my universe. Everything does not revolve around the US in my world. It revolves around Thailand and where I can go, what I can do from here. You know. She's in tune, man. What are you talking about? She knows what's going on, man. She's sharp. She's sharp as a tack. Sharper than I am, I can tell you that. She knows what's going on. The old man knows what's going on. They really, you know, they're not like out there to where it's like dementia's taken over and they don't know what's going on. Oh, what's my name? Where was I yesterday? It's not them. You know, they know what's going on with world events and all this other kind of stuff. You know. Anyway, I don't know. They got 3 people working here now. I don't understand why. They're all on their phones. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Thought you said your wife told you. No, she didn't. My wife didn't tell me. What are you talking about? I'm more in tune with what's going on in the world than Bo is. I can tell you that right now. And I don't even really try to listen, and I still hear things. I still know what's going on by proxy. I just assimilate it. It's about time to get out of here. 4 or 5 minutes out the door, baby. We are right across the street from Gigi's. And then there's another place just over to the left, which I don't know the name of it. It said, come on in, breakfast, only 350 baht. I'm like, I can go to Hungry Hippo for 129 baht and get a great breakfast. Why would I go there? Why would World War III kick off? I don't even think about that kind of stuff, man. I don't know. I have no idea. guess it depends on where the nuclear bomb goes off. If it goes off in India, there's going to be fallout. You know. But that's why I'm looking for a place, a near perfect or perfect place to live. And you know, I just can't see Prachuap being the place. I was thinking about it. Yeah, I'd like to go there again and check it out and see about, do they have apartments? Is it nice? Do they have something on the beach? And the beach is not that great there. And I just don't see it. And I'd like to, but I just can't. And definitely not Hua Hin. Definitely not Cha'am, but definitely not Hua Hin. That last time that I went to Hua Hin with Bob, Patia Bob, and 2/4 Korean, yeah, that place just, it's changed. Guy doesn't know how to get in. Let's push the button. There's only one way in to get in here, and there's a button you gotta push the, you know, you push the button and the door slides open. Anyway, they got orders coming in, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't get this place. Sarni's? Okay. I've always liked Sarni's, but I just said it's a bit pricey. That Devon coffee, or whatever it is, the one that I have ranked #1 in 66 Village, extremely good. And the food is excellent, just like at Sarni's. That's why they rank in the top 3. And I've got the top 3 and the top 15 on my website right now, coffeeshoprankings.com. And I'm going to put the whole list up later today. And you'll have, you know, it'll be an expanding list. Right now there's 86 or 87 coffee shops on the list. And they tell you, you know, it tells you about which one is the best, which one's the worst. And it always has to do with a mix of things. The value, the taste, the vibe of the place. Does it want to make you come back? The variety of food and drink, the service, the location, you know. They're all part of it. It's time to get out of here. Oops. And it looks like it's just, you can see the heat rising off the asphalt. That's how hot it is. All right. Let us get out of this joint. That's about all I can take here. I know. See this? I don't know if you can see it. Dirty 150, espresso 100. It's now 120. Dirty is now 175. Americano 100. That's not the same price. Cappuccino, not the same. So they don't use that anymore, apparently. They have these nice little chairs here, but there's no cover, and so it's very hot. There's so much potential for this place, and it just doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't reach its full potential. All right, let's take a little walk. I have seen that, but I didn't see something about a white man harassing an Asian woman. I didn't see that. I don't really think that's what it's about. Now, there used to be a country road bar up here, which is no longer here. And also, my first Thai school was here. Well, my only Thai school was up here. What does it matter? Does it really matter? White, English, American, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, especially here. You are different than them. That's how it is. Can't get away from it. You're different. They're different from you. And you just deal with it, you know? That's all. I don't care, you know, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm a white boy. I'm white. Caucasian. I'm American. American Caucasian. El Gaucho. A lot of wind. Terminal 21. Yeah, no, now it is, but it didn't used to be. Asok? Nana. Asok? Nana. This Robinson's has been up here forever. This Robinson's has been here, and McDonald's has been here since I first came to Thailand. When I didn't even live here, it was here. And guys used to tell me, oh, if you want to get good stuff, go to Robinson's.
Now I don't ever go to Robinson's. McDonald's. Nana Seafood. Buenos dias. There used to be a club. Oh, it looks like there still is one. I don't remember what it was called back then. Underneath Boots. Sid and Nancy. Say hello to Sid and Nancy. All right, I'll make sure I will. Nancy is all over the place. Beyond Bistro. Huh? I don't know what you're saying. He's like, point, you do that? I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand you. I have no idea what he said. None at all. And it doesn't matter. I'm glad I can have my occasional quarter pounder in the Bangkok McDonald's now. Was disappointed it wasn't on the menu before. I like Burger King better anyway. This restaurant right here, Yong Li, has been around forever, and it's supposed to be very good. I haven't eaten there in about 20 years. Oops. Trying to look and see. The Koreans are coming. The Koreans are after me. Here we go. Therme. Not such a big deal anymore. Oh, okay, Sofitel, this place. I remember this. It used to be Clinton Plaza. No more. Clinton Plaza is long gone. How many are they going to fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you can do that. Strain hunters. It's funny they have a strain hunters because strain hunters was a show that was out quite some time ago, and one of the guys who founded it, oh man, I can smell that weed. One of the guys who founded it went to the Democratic Republic of Congo and ended up dying. He caught some weird strain of malaria and ended up dying. And they had a show. It was very good. It was called Strain Hunters. They'd go all over the world and look for different strains of weed, and they would find stuff. And, you know, that was what they did. Should I go up here? Go across? Nah, why? There's a coffee club up here. Bobo Club. Never been to Bobo Club. No. Where I'm going is none of your concern. Oh, Muay Thai? Muay Thai on the screen. Brutal. Here's your elephant pants if you want one. Too many pigeons, man. What is this? If not customer, please pay 100 baht. You can come in here, but if you're not a customer, you have to pay 100 baht. I understand, you know, they're like, okay, if you're not a customer, you want to use the bathroom, it's 5 baht. All right, so we're on Soi 9 right now. Oh God, it stinks. And yes, it's still here. City Lodge, still here. I was wondering about it. No idea. Doesn't really matter to me. Look at this. Oh, come here, come here, come on. Go with me. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. No, no, no. Now this right here used to be, oh, it's only one way. Let's see if they still have. I don't know if they do or not. Oh, there it is at the end, Maxim. Maxim Hotel. Huh. I used to stay in the Maxim when I would come here and I was just visiting. I was just coming. In the beginning, I've stayed there a couple times. And then there's another one, which I don't really see it, but it could still be here. It's the World Inn. Maxim Inn and the World Inn. Anyway. Whew. Wow, look how this, oh, oops, sorry. Hang on a second. What happened? Looks like my gimbal took a dump. Yep. Gimbal took a dump. Unbelievable. Well. I thought it was all charged up and everything was great, but obviously not. God, look at how this has changed here. This is unbelievable. I can't believe what they've done here. Nah, it has nothing to do with the humidity or anything. It's you know, I've had some problems charging my stuff lately. I don't know, but you know, the plugs that go into the wall or go into the power bank, they just haven't been working. I don't know why. They just don't seem to have been working very well. And I think that's what happened. I thought it was charging. It wasn't. I can't believe that they put this up here. That, you know, unbelievable. This place right here, JLK Tower, unbelievable, man. It used to be that this whole area was one story, and there was like a barber, not a barber, a salon for the girls. All the girls used to come. There was a salon, there was a restaurant, and there was a food court. There was a restaurant on the end, and then there was a food court in the middle. If I walk down a little ways, there was a food court. And now it's all gone. Unbelievable. So I'm gonna have to go over to the left here because I need to set this down for a second. And if you remember, there was a spot you could go through, like right over here. Hang on a second. I gotta see if I can do this here. How can I do this? Definitely smells like weed here. Open 24 hours. All right, at least this will let me put some stuff away so that I have my hands free. Damn it, hang on. All righty, very good. Let's see here. Do this. There we go. All right. Oh, this is where you go through right over here. This is the whole, remember, this is Red Panties girl. She came running out. She wanted to show me her panties. Well, she did show me her panties. It's really changed, this place. This hotel on the right here it's always been here. These little bars here were not here. Like this. Oh, what the hell? Oh my God, they changed this around. She wasn't pretty, Jim. Oh my God, this was the beer garden. And they've changed it around a lot, man. Unbelievable. Wow, it's really changed. I almost walked by this place. I thought, this isn't the beer garden, but it is. Crazy. So it goes all the way through. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Wow. Should we go through over here? Oh yeah, she was flirtatious, we'll say. And you know, she wanted to show her red panties, which she did. Now, they didn't used to have these places. These places were not around. They've just built these recently. Well, in Beer Garden, they're all freelancers. You don't have to pay for a bar fine or anything like that. What is this? Look at this. What? Bobble al Yemen. Crazy. I mean, they changed this from when the girl came out in her red panties. It's changed. I don't even know if I can get through here. Oh, good. There's toilets back there for me. Yeah, I can come through here. I can come through here, but I don't know how they'll like it. I don't know. And all this has been built in the past, what, 2 years? I could be wrong. I just paid the bar fine. Yeah, I'm absolutely positive they did not charge a bar fine. It was, I mean, I've been there many, many times in the past, and the girls were not, they did not work for the bar, which is why they liked it. Look at this, they block you out so you can't even get through here unless you go through their gauntlet. McDonald's. So we go in here and sit down. It's open. Oh God. Fucking air conditioner, man. I don't want to hold this thing up. I can't believe that. I can't believe that the gimbal stopped working. There's a weed shop to the left. So when you get that, you go over there, you get stoned, you get the munchies, and then you come over to McDonald's and you eat a quarter pounder with cheese. And down here, I think it's still there, Foodland. Foodland, and you used to be able to get a meal for like 59 baht. Here's the weed place over here. This is all changed, man. This weed shop that is over here, there used to be a travel agent, and it was the size of about two phone booths. She could put her desk in there, and she could put a chair in there, and that was all you could get in. And then you could go in, there could be like 2 people standing there, and that was really all you could fit into her travel agent. And I used her twice.
I went to CASHAPP. The first time that I went with this tour. It was at this place. It used to be right here, but now, you know, long gone. The weed shops have taken over. Weed shop in Bab al Yemen. This is not yet supposedly the Arab area, although it is more starting to morph into that. But down a ways here is the Arab area and the Little Africa. This is Soi 5 right here. And Soi 5, I mean, you know, they used to be able to walk from here to go over to the beer garden from here. And they have all kinds of, I mean, these are all Middle Eastern restaurants. And yeah, they were all Middle Eastern restaurants, and now it's taken over, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you're remembering from maybe 10 years ago. I'm remembering from 20, 30 years ago. And it used to be that, you know, all the working girls from Nana used to come over here and eat because they could get food for cheap. Yeah, it's good food. It's good food. You know, it beats eating Thai food every minute of every day. Ugh. What a stupid question that is, dude. I hate to tell you, but what are you just like? Are you like trying to push us and push the boundaries a little? Is that what you're trying to do? Because they never say that.
Who will ask that?
You don't even have to tell them that. When they come over, I mean, it's unless you tell them you're staying all night, can you do that? Then you don't even have to say anything. They know they gotta leave. Exactly, that's what I mean. He's talking. Listen, dude, you've been talking out your ass the whole stream. And you're new here, I don't know you, and the only thing is that maybe you don't know about Thailand. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know, but you don't seem like it. I just wanted to cool off here for a minute. And since you don't respond to what we say, I can only assume that you're just prodding us, trying to get responses out of us. It's just so stupid, man. Really, people who know, they know. Those who don't know, ask stupid questions. As simple as that. So, there you go. Anyway, I can say I'll never complain about anyone cleaning my room, cooking for me, male or female. Well, let me just tell you something. When I first came here, they all cleaned your room for you. They might have brought food over. I didn't have girls cook for me, but they could bring food over. They'd say, can we stop and get some food? And we'll eat some food. And you're like, yeah, okay, no problem. And then when you were done, and this is, I'm talking about 30 years ago, when you're done, they'll fold your clothes, they'll clean your room. And if you wanted them to stay, they would stay. Now it's, that's less of a thing. I don't know. I've never heard or seen of any girls complaining because I don't know. Anyway.
But it's funny that you don't respond after we say something. So I can only assume that you're prodding us, which makes me laugh because we already, like I said, those people who know, they know. The people who don't know, they ask stupid questions or they just say things that they have no clue about. And there's several people, every once in a while somebody will come in and they just talk all kinds of smack about Thailand, about Thai people, about the culture, whatever, which I don't really care. You want to talk all that smack, that's fine. But after a while, it gets to be irritating and you just go, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't care. You want to talk about it, go somewhere else. You don't need to talk about it here. It does no good. It doesn't do any good. It doesn't do anything. Nobody learns anything. Nobody goes, oh, wow, how insightful you are. They don't do that. They go, not very smart. That's what they do. Let me put this away here. I'm going to go out now again. Let's get out of here. Because they don't want to be with you all night long. That's the truth. They don't want to be with their customers all day long. They want to hurry up and get on down the road and go home or find another customer. Make more money. Wow. This has changed so much. Every time I come here, it changes. You get all that for $20,000 a month? I don't know what you're talking about. They're all business now. Yeah, I don't have to pay the wife to like take care of me and to do things. I pay, she pays. That's how it works for us. And that's how it's always been. Even when I had money. Oh, okay. Never mind. I understand now. Where am I going to go? Let's just walk right out here. $20,000? I don't know about $20,000. I don't know about any of that. To me, the way that you work it is, they pay and you pay. And I don't care what anybody says about that. That's how I've always had it. All the girls that I've ever been with, that's how it worked. Sometimes I paid more than they did, granted. Sometimes they paid and I didn't pay a thing. And if you want to get involved with somebody who it's like you're paying for them. Well, that's a different story. You pay, and that's all there is to it. You pay, and that's the end of it. You pay, they go home when you tell them to, they come over when you tell them to, they do what you want. There's a big difference. The bus stop. And that maybe now it's a little bit different. I don't know. Because, obviously I've been single. I'm going to stand here for a little while. I've been single for a long time. I mean, I've been married for a long time. Slip of the tongue. And what I can say is that there are some women that they believe if I'm not getting paid by the guy, why am I with him? They are like, that's stupid. Why would I screw him if he's not paying me? That's how some of them think. And to me, it's just wrong to think that way. Oh, well, that's love. He pays for me. He pay everything for me. No, that's not what real love is. I don't care where you are in the world. You can say what you want, but if you go and you find yourself a good chick who's got a job and, she's fairly successful. I mean, hopefully she's making 30, 40,000 at least. She has her own money. She doesn't need your money. And then if she does need your money, okay, you help her out once in a while. And then, when you're going to 7-Eleven, you got to get something, you need a taxi fare. You go, oh, I don't have any small money. She'll pay for it. And I think there are a lot of men who think that if they are not paying their girl, whatever it is, if they're not giving her an allowance, she will not be with them. Well, if she's not going to be with them, then so what? Go on to the next one. See you later, honey. Bye-bye. It's really that simple. Yeah, I mean, listen, they need to have their own money. They need to be able to take care of themselves. They need to be able to pay their own bills. They need to be able to take care of themselves with their own money. Not going, gimme, 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 gimme. And there are a lot of women out there that's what they do. They say, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. God, it's hot. Then she better love me because I'm poor. Well, so am I. So, what does that matter? I mean, granted, guys that are our age, I hate to tell you this. Guys that are, oh man, my arm. Guys that are, say, 60 years old, 70 years old. Wow, the bus stop has really changed here. It used to be you could go in and it was all closed in, and then you went and the counter was this way, not this way. It was turned like this. I mean, I don't usually come down here and hang out, so I don't, remember when anything's changed, but it's been a long time. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If you're, say, 50 or 60 years old, If you're 50 or 60 years old and you have, like I've said before, you get yourself a little, say, 25-year-old. Well, oh man, my arm is just killing me here. Let me see here. Hillary 1, yard bird. I don't know what this is. Oh, it looks like a coffee shop. Yeah, it's a coffee shop. All right, I'm gonna sit right out here. And here's another one, Super Bowl. Probably have those acai bowls, acai bowls, or whatever they are. Fuck. If you're 50 or 60 years old, this is what I'm gonna say. If you're 60 years old and you have a 25-year-old girl, more than likely, unless she is from the extreme lower, God, I gotta take a piss, man, stratus of society. Let's see here. A bathroom here? I don't know. Oh yes, they do. I'm lucky. All right, hang on 1 second here while I do my business. Anyway, if you're an older guy and you've got a younger girl, more than likely she's not with you. She's not with you saying, oh, I love him so much, I'm gonna be with him. He's old, but he's so handsome, he's really cute. I gotta be with him, oh my God. And she's working and you're taking care of everything. That's probably not what's happening. I am just peeing, don't worry about it. Now, if you're 30 years old and she's 22, or say she's 24, or whatever it is, she's legal, you're young, you're handsome. Well, you might be handsome. They got no... Whew. Oh man, I am just dripping in sweat right now. Whew. Okay, now I can talk about what I want to talk about without any urgency. Oh my God, I feel so much better. No urgency. Okay, so I don't need to sit. I don't need to imagine that. There we go. All right. I gotta get to the point here. If you're young, she's young, fairly young. You're 30, early 30s. She's early 20s or late 20s. Having some problems today. No, the stream is cutting out. That's definitely happening. I'm just gonna stand over here. Nobody's gonna say anything to me here. You know, if they actually have feelings for you, that's a much different story than if they're looking at you going, this guy is old. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be around. He's got a wrinkly ass. He's all shriveled up. And I'm 25 years younger than him, 35 years younger than him. They're not looking at you going, oh my God, he's so handsome. That's not what they're doing. So for somebody like me, the reason I've been with my wife for so long is because, first of all, we're married and I made that commitment. But because if I'm 62 years old or I'm 65 years old or whatever it is, and I am going to be single, the dynamic is much different than when I was 31 or 32 or 33 or whatever it was. And we met and we got together and I looked young. And, she was into me and I was into her. Much, much different. So if you're 60-something years old and you got a young girl, you better expect to pay. That's the point. If you're 30 years old and you find a girl and she's 22, 24, then you might have a real chance at having a relationship. Like a relationship on that is more akin to what you would have in, say, the West. But if you're 65 or 70 and you think you're going to get a 25-year-old girl who just loves you for you, chances are very, very slim. Man, it is so hot out here, so humid. So that's all I was going to say. I mean, really. It's pretty simple. But you see guys all the time. They come in and they're 55, 60 years old. They go into a bar. They got some girl who's 25 and they think the girl really likes them. And she might like him and be like, this guy's okay. He's a decent guy, whatever. But when it comes to, is that what she would prefer? No. More than likely, she would prefer to have a Thai guy who was her age, who she could be with, but for whatever reason, she's not. Well, again, different dynamic. It's a different dynamic. You're going to be thinking, does she have kids? How old are they? She's got kids. How old are they? And does she still live with them? Am I gonna get along with them or whatever? Ooh, May 4th, Secloso. That's a pretty good deal. Book tickets now. Whew. I think you can see my arms. Look at that. The Hillary bar. God, this place is so much smaller than it used to be. Much, much smaller than it used to be. I mean, Secloso is awesome, Guy's an idiot, man. Took the drive. I don't know what he was saying to me. Haven't got a clue. Whoo-wee. Hooters up ahead on the left. Looks like they're open now. I don't know. I don't think so. No, they're not. Of course, they got the music up really loud. They're getting it ready. And of course, we'll just show you right there. stumble in, morning, night. Oh, don't forget about Nana Burger. You know, they used to have a guy that sat right there in front of the exchange. He had a little kiosk, a little portable booth. And God, it is so, I mean, it is sweltering hot. I need to find a place to just chill out for a minute. I don't care where it is. Oh my God. Look at this. Whew. I believe that I once told you of my neighbor in Vegas who hooked up with jailbait and brought her back to US once she hit 18. Not a happy ending. A married man walking down Nana must have a death wish. Okay, if you say so. I'm wondering why do I have a death wish? Because my wife's gonna kill me? She's not gonna kill me. Oh! He tried to jump over the fence and he tripped and fell. And that was the end. No. I don't want your tuk-tuk. We're right behind where it used to be McDonald's. Maybe I should go across the street and sit outside of Starbucks or sit inside where it's nice and cool. That's what they're good for. You go over there, very cool there. Oof. Except I know where I'm gonna go. Walk right over here. The weed shop. Just walk by the pharmacy. Here's my fitness place over here. Fitness 24/7. I've never been to this one. Never been there. Let's see if security sees me. Yeah, I know where it is. There's another one right up ahead. I used to eat here all the time, but I don't know, they redid it and it's not the same. Oh God, I'm not walking all the way down there. Not gonna happen. Dean and DeLuca. Oh, yes. Dean and DeLuca is another place that's rather pricey. Brutally hot, man. I mean, brutally. Go out, you're dripping in sweat. It's just too much, man. McDonald's. Humid is not the word. Trying to see if they have a little place here where I can let me see here. Let me see here for a second. Well, yeah, it's terrible, man. Well, you'll be here soon enough, and if you're going to stay here full time, you're going to experience it. You can see. I mean, I'm just drenched. Look at that. Whew. 6 years. Wow. It's a long time, Bruce. It's enough time for you to know. You know the ropes. 2-3 years you should know what's up, you know. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna do that. I will do that after the stream. I'm gonna go get a water, and I'm gonna go back over to the boat. I'm gonna jump on the boat. Then I'm gonna go to, you know. Oh God. Listen, Thailand is always hot. That's all you have to remember. It's always hot. I've been here every month of the year many times. It's never where you're like, oh my God. Very, very rarely do you go, it's very cool out. Cool day, nice, cool, nice weather. That doesn't happen all that often. Maybe up in the north it does, but still, rarely. Well, I'm gonna go on the boat, I'm gonna go home, and so that's good enough for me. Thank you, Black Miner. Appreciate it. Choke D to you. Choke D, choke D, choke D. Thank you. It's very quiet here, but man, it's nice and cool in here. And you know, they have a couple coffee shops down the end of this place here. They have a flash coffee. It's like dirt cheap. What is this? My shirt what? My shirt got soaked in sweat. Just waiting on the BTS platform. I sweat too much. So do I. So do I. But, you know, it's good for your skin. And, you know, if it's 105, 110, 115 degrees and you don't sweat, to me that's a problem. And I don't care, honestly. I don't really care if I sweat. The only time that I really care is if I'm going somewhere that's a nice, if it's a nice place that I'm going. You know, like I'm going out to dinner at a nice restaurant, and I'm gonna meet my friends there, and I go and I'm drenched in sweat. That's not a good thing. That's why you take a Grab, you make the guy turn up the air. You go door to door, you just run right in, and you're cool, and that's how it works. But other than that, like if I'm going out with a camera, I'm gonna go take photos, I'm gonna shoot video, I'm gonna stream, I'm in a pair of shorts, it doesn't really matter. And you know, I used to sweat to where I would have some jeans on or a pair of jean shorts, and you would see down the back of my ass, you'd see a sweat line. Now that doesn't happen.
I used to have to protect against that. I don't have to anymore. It doesn't happen. I don't know why. But you can see I sweat in my chest. My back sweats, you know. So anyway, it's nice and cool here. Oh, they have some colognes over there, which I always look at. I always wonder, did they fall off the back of a truck? How did you get those? Or are they copies? But in a second, I'll be cooled off. I'll get out of here. I'm as cooled off as I'm gonna be right now. So let's get out of here. I always use their little cups. I used it as a stand for my phone. Brutal. That's what she says. Brutal. Now, I think it's on the second floor. You see, there's this Danube coffee. Yeah, Danube right here. And I think, if I can find it, if it's still here. Oh yeah. Well, here it is over here, but here's another coffee place right here. WWA Cafe and Coffee. Let's see how much it costs. Espresso 55 baht. So that's pretty inexpensive. 55 baht. However, there is another place. Oh, well, here's Tim Hortons. Which I don't particularly like Tim Hortons, to be honest. I've been there before. I've had some of their little donuts and had their coffee, and I don't particularly think it's a great place. And here is the other place, Flash Coffee. And it's like, you want a coffee here? It's like 25 baht. I should just get a coffee here just so that, I can sit in here. Or a cookie or something, I don't know. Water sounds good. Yeah, water. Flash water. No, it's not. It's not one of the better coffees. Tim Horton or Flash, neither of them are what I would call top notch. Oops. Huh? Oh, okay, come. Yeah, but I don't think it's even as good as Starbucks, honestly. I think, thank you.
Khap kun khap. I think they have some good donuts. Their donuts are pretty good. Other than that, that's about it. Oh yeah, it's relatively quiet here. I came to this place the last time I streamed at Plo and shit, and I was like, oh, the coffee here is, you know, this kind of coffee is kind of like a cafe Amazon kind of place. I hate Starbucks coffee except for cappuccino and chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, I can do without Starbucks. Yeah, well, people don't forget their logo. I don't forget their logo. Look at this. I don't know how I think they get a lot of orders online because you can see all the bags they have lined up here. Look at here, right below us is Starbucks. Right next to us, oops, Marriott, SkyTrain, everything you need. Right down the street, Nana Plaza. And you know what really gets me, honestly, is I know a lot of guys who they think they stay at some hotel like Nana Hotel, they stay at Majestic, they stay down at the Maxim on Soi 7, like I said, and they think that they're experiencing Thailand because they hang out in this area and that's the only place they ever go. And I know several people who have done that. It didn't say, and it's not Loso, it's Sec Loso. Loso is not together anymore, unfortunately. And Sec Loso has had his share of problems, but he can play. He's really talented, and yeah, I would probably go see him. I don't know. I'll talk to the wife, see if she wants to go. May 4th, it's only not even 2 weeks from now. So maybe I should get the best tickets I can get. Oh, feels so good to be inside. Now all I have to do is I'm gonna walk down. And the reason I'm gonna walk is because if I take a taxi to go all the way to the boat, they're not going to go straight down Soi 3. They're going to go all the way around, go to Wittiu, and then go down to Petchbury and come around and come up. They're going to go past where the Nylord Heritage Home is, which I will be going to soon, because now it's supposedly open. But they go all the way past that, then come back, and then they charge you more money. And it's like, I can walk there in 5 minutes. So, you know. And it's a nice little walk. Plus, walking is a good form of exercise, so I'm told. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk, I'm going to jump on the boat, and then, you know, I could take the SkyTrain to the MRT to the SkyTrain, but I don't want to do that. Just go on the boat, boom, it takes me right to the Mall Bangkok. What is this? BTS along Lat Pral, back to normal. No, it's not, but it's only from the Mall Bangkok, well, from the Mall Bangkok to Lat Pral is normal. It's from the Mall Bangkok to Huamak, and Huamak to Si Lam. These are not fixed yet. They're still working on them. And it says, please
the BTS now, and I think they meant to say we are rearranging the schedule of the BTS now instead of arranging. Um, but yeah, I try not to go that way if I don't have to, just because it's a pain. And anytime you get off at Huamak, getting off at Huamak and then walking to the City Link, it's just a nightmare, because it's like a 15-minute walk to go from the SkyTrain over to the City Link, and it kind of defeats the purpose. It's like it was me, Alex, Nikki, and Bo. We took the SkyTrain the other day, and Bo was just like, we could have got into a taxi, it would have been the same price. And I was like, yeah, I know, but we probably would be sitting in traffic. And that's the only reason we took it. It wasn't because it was cheaper. It was because there was so much traffic. Yep. But by the time you get here, it'll be all fixed up. It'll be fine. And it is nice to have that yellow line. And they're fixing, they're finishing up the part that goes from the Mall Bankaby down to Talat Bankaby, the Bankaby Market. And then you'll be able to walk all the way from the station down to Bankaby Market. You can walk elevated above everything. You don't have to walk down on the street, which is a little, it's okay, but it's just a little problematic. They've added a lot. And to me, they've added too much. Like I said, you guys see the Mall Bankaby and you go, oh wow, what a nice mall. I see it and I go, it's a commercial piece of shit. That's all it is. All it is come in, we want to sell you. That's why we've got music playing. We've got everything here. We want to draw you in. I see what they do. Once in a while they have a festival or something that's in the main area, the convention center. And for the rest of the time, they just put up stuff from inside the mall and they go, come and buy it. Oh, it's special price. And it's not a special price. They bumped the price up and now they're bumping it back down, And then they have so many things. You've got the overpass on the highway. Then you've got the walkway. Then you've got the SkyTrain. So you've got all these things and it's right in a little area. And to me, just because of all the people, it's a little too congested for my liking. And that's why I keep saying, I gotta get out of here, I gotta find somewhere different. And soon I will. Well, some of the places I have no clue how they survive. If they're paying 200,000, 300,000 baht a month, I just don't know how they do it. Because every time I go in, they might have one customer, two customers. Places like Pacamara, Swenson's, Starbucks, and these kind of, okay, I understand that because they have, over the course of a day, they have a huge amount of people. But like one day I went in and I go, hey Alex, they have karaga, chicken karaga, I think that's what it's called, from Japan. And I'm like, it's a Japanese guy. He goes, oh really? He goes, I'm gonna have to go over there. The next day we went over and it was a donut place. They changed it up because the guy was there for like 3-4 days and that was it, boom, we're moving. I don't know if he didn't like it or they just had a deal where they were there for a couple of days and then that was it. But, he was gone. Oh, by the way, 2/4 Korean, we've decided that Japan, we're thinking that Mount Fuji might be in the picture. We might take our time and go up to the top of Mount Fuji. I think that'll be very exciting. And it's not very difficult. And so I think that's a good idea. So prepare yourself. You'll have a few months to prepare. I've already, listen, you know, like I say, I go in there and all I see is commercialism. Buy these shoes, buy these shirts, buy this, buy that, do this, do that. And I'm like, hey, hey, hey. If I want to buy it, I'll go there myself and I'll ask. I don't need you to try to help me. You know, the benefit that the mall shops have is days like this when people just want to wander around. You've been to Mount Fuji, it's beautiful. Okay, well then you can go again. It'll be good. I'm glad you went. Because we were kind of worried that we might have to talk you into it. I talked Alex into it, and he's like, I go, Alex, you gotta go to it. And he's like, well, all right, cool. And now like Bo was like, well, okay. So now we're all on board. We can all go to Mount Fuji. Should be fun. And then I'll think about Kilimanjaro after that. That's something I would do. Anyway. You know, that's what they do in the Philippines. You know, people don't have air conditioners, or they're you know, they don't want to spend money on their air conditioners and their electricity. So they go into the malls and they hang out there. So they're spending a little bit of money. Maybe they're buying a lunch, or they're getting a drink or whatever, and they're staying there for 3-4 hours. But then some of them go shopping. Well, I'm not worried about that. Believe me, it's really hot here. The last thing I worry about is freezing. I have coats, I have gloves, I can layer myself. I'm not worried about that. But it might be fun. So I'm not sure yet. We're trying to figure out what's the deal with Alex, when he's going to have some time where he can get off for, say, you know, a week. So we can take, you know, a week there, or 10 days or something. And I don't think Nikki's going to be able to go. And he's going to be the one who takes care of our cats now. Of course, our new cat Nancy will be a lot bigger by the time we end up going. So who knows what's going to happen. If we go during winter, you can only climb so high. Then you need crampons. Oh, God. Yeah, I think you got to stop in October or September. I think that's the last month you're supposed to go, or when it's fairly easy. I don't really want to wear crampons, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll figure it out. Hopefully. Anyway. I'm in the midst of the big city, sitting in a tiny little coffee shop here, where I think the lady that is here, she is doing her work here, or she works here. Only had army boots on. But I am going to get over to the boat. I'm going to walk down the street, go down to the boat, and jump on the boat. I don't think you guys want to join me. I go on the boat all the time. Not a big deal. What? Anywhere less dense than Siam is rural country. No comment. I don't even know what to think about that. I'm just gonna let it go. Chowderhead's gonna be chowderheads. Knucklehead's gonna be knuckleheads. Bonehead's gonna be boneheads. There's just nothing you can do. I didn't know we called this place Siam anyway. Yeah, thank you very much for making us all laugh here. appreciate the shit and giggles, the shits and giggles. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. That is all. That is all for now. I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. Have no idea. I think a lot of you guys who have been to Thailand or who haven't been to Thailand, you don't know what rural Thailand even looks like. Some of you guys haven't ever been to rural Thailand. You wouldn't know it if it bit you in the ass. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It doesn't really matter. We're all here having a good time. It's all in good fun. And that's all I got. So appreciate everybody joining me. Appreciate the donations. Thank you very much to all you guys, especially you regulars, and you know who you are. I appreciate it. And I don't know what I'm doing Friday, but I'll try to figure something out. I don't want to sit at home. I don't want to sit at Pacamara. I don't want to do that. I got to go somewhere. I got to do something. I got to be ski-daddling. So until next time, choke D, jerk and my. That's good luck and see you later. I'm Scott. I'm an American. Is Fuji a bros trip or ladies welcome? It's fine with women. I've been to Fuji many times with women. I've been with my family. I've been alone. I used to go there and eat the scallops alone. They used to have really, really good scallops there. Now, the last time I went, they didn't even have any scallops anymore. Well, they didn't have scallops cooked the way they had them cooked originally. So, but yeah, I would say anybody can go. If she wants to go, she can go. She can go if she wants. She doesn't have to go if she doesn't want to go. You know, usually we go out somewhere on the weekend for like a couple of hours, even if it's for a coffee. You know, what is this? Okay, never mind. All right, so thank you once again. I appreciate it. And thank you very much there, Jack. Appreciate it. And yeah. She always pays for dinner. Well, she doesn't have to go. It's not a requirement. But if she wants to go, she's more than welcome. She's always welcome. Even the kids are welcome. Well, you can always go. It's your decision, Jim. My wife don't make all the decisions. She starts thinking of stuff. She comes up with ideas, and then I tell her yay or nay. It's like she wants to buy a house. I look at it and I go, nay. Or as Alex says, 9. No, we're not going to do it because of X, Y, and Z. So, anyway, whatever. Happy wife, happy life. That's all I got. It's a weird day. It's very hot. That's all I got to say. It's affecting my brain. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's the heat that's affecting my brain. Let's see here. Can we do this? Yes. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao. Thank you, admin, for the laughs.